Hi everyone, it's Jess and this is your Gracious Health workout. To get started today, we're going to start on our back. So we're going to roll down nice, slow and controlled. And you're going to bring your knee up to your chest. Take a nice deep breath in and a nice long breath out. Our verse for today is Exodus 33. It's the Lord replied, "My presence will be with you and I will give you rest." Just take a nice couple deep breaths in and out. You can start making little circles with your knees. So I just want you to think about that verse and just think about that he was talking to the Israelites, and we all know that they're very similar to us. God gives them great things and then they immediately forget about it. But he still promises that he'll be with them and that he will give them rest. So rest not only means like physical rest, like peace, but also means it's typically used for the promised land. So he's still keeping his covenant even though they are very rebellious. You can do a couple quick circles with your feet both ways. Alright, and now we're gonna flip over and we're going to get on your hands and knees. And we're going to do a stretch for your arms and like your upper back. So to get started, we'll do a twist the opposite way. So you're going to reach up to the sky with one arm, and then you're going to thread the needle. So you're going to go through that big opening, and then you're going to rest down, getting a nice stretch behind that shoulder. You can have your arm up, or you can have it down here. Whatever's more comfortable for you. Try to keep your hips trying to point back. And again, nice deep breaths in, just thinking about God's covenant promises that even though you may feel like you're really far from the promised land, he will still bring you there, that he's still going to keep his covenant with his people and bring renewal, and he is our hope. A couple deep breaths. Alright, and then in between, we're going to do a couple quick wrist stretches. So I'll show you what I'm doing over here. You can take nice circles with your wrist, really trying to emphasize the edges, get a nice little stretch. You have your hands big and try to do like a little figure eight. You try to like get your fingers involved, closing them when they come in, having them out when they go out. You try to change directions. Just move those wrists around. They need a little bit of love. Alright. Now we're going to switch sides. So I'm going to go the opposite way. Face the opposite direction just so I can see you when I rest down. But you can keep facing the same way. Again, you're going to keep that shoulder right underneath your wrist, underneath your shoulder. You're going to reach up. And then thread your arm all the way through, relaxing your head down. Taking a nice couple deep breaths in, and nice long breaths out. Just trusting God with whatever, all your questions, all your frustrations, all your concerns. Trust him because he is faithful. Just 2 more nice deep breaths. Alright, I'm going to slowly get out of this one. And next what we're going to do is a nice kneeling stretch. So I'm going to bring my foot a little further outside of my shoulder. So it's going to be outside my hands. Bringing the knee back. Nice. Try to be nice and straight in the spine. You don't want too much of an arch, especially in your lower back. So nice and straight, trying to look forward, keeping that chin tucked in. Feel like someone's pulling a string from your hips, so like your pelvis, all the way through the top of your head. Nice deep breaths in. And I'm going to move my neck a little bit, try to reset. And then a couple more deep breaths, nice and long with a straight spine. All right, and then we're gonna bring that knee back. Now we're gonna do what I call jump rope. So hands nice and big into the mat, knee shoulder width apart, and you're gonna bring your spine down and around like you're a jump rope. Try not to move your hips too much. They'll definitely move a little bit, but the main motion should be coming more from like the middle of your spine, like if you were a jump rope. And then I'm gonna switch. Just really try to like expand your like right to left too. So really try to challenge yourself in all the directions. All right, and then you're gonna be nice and straight. Take a quick deep breath. Then we're gonna switch legs, so opposite leg is gonna come forward. And then you can always bring your foot to the front, wherever you're at, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be as far forward. Just make sure that you are able to breathe. You don't want to be making a pain face while you're doing it, so it might mean that this back leg's a little bit closer. Just whatever you can. You also may want to bring the floor up so you can get like a textbook or anything you've got to make the floor a little bit closer. Pillows would work if you've got like a little bit more sturdy of one, because otherwise you'll just squish it and it won't actually give you height. But anything, get creative so you can relax and smile as you stretch. So again, you're gonna pull like someone's pulling our head. I'm gonna do a quick little shoulder thing for my neck. And then nice and straight and strong. Again, no pain faces. We're almost done. All right, and we're gonna relax. We're gonna do the jump rope one more time. Not as many, but really just try to exaggerate as you go. Just remember that God's presence will be with you wherever you go. Just breathe that in as you do these. And switch. All right, great job. So next, you can get into whatever position you want. We're just gonna do a couple of feet, foot or ankle rotations. So I'm just gonna be sitting here nice and tall, leaning back a little bit. Do a couple big rotations with my foot, trying to smooth out the corners the best I can, and then switch. They're not that smooth, so don't worry. Don't worry if yours aren't. Just keep trying to smooth it out, go a little slower. It's not a race, it's about more control over them. All right, and then we're gonna switch. And one may be harder than the other. If that's the case, you might wanna do a little extra work on that side. What this helps is, it helps with injury prevention actually, so. And it's a nice little stretch. Our feet don't get too much attention normally. If you didn't switch. I don't know if I mentioned it. I think I did already. All right. And our last quick stretch is just going to be a nice little C curve. So if you're in this nice little V position, hold on to your right below your knees. Nice C curve. Bringing your head down, looking at your belly button. C curve all the way through your back. And then you're gonna breathe in and try to arch your back a little bit. Maybe roll your shoulders. All right, and you are done. I hope you feel nice and stretched out and that you feel at peace that God will be with you and He will give you rest. Have a great day. Bye.